Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Luis, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to install Batocera to a USB flash drive or to a solid state drive. I will show you what do you need to configure. I will show you how to copy ROMs from another disk, from another computer in your network, in your home network. I will show you how you can download pictures for your games, for your ROMs. I will show you how you can change theme within Batocera. I will show you how to configure your remote control. So if you are looking into install Batocera, this video is for you. Okay, so I'm preparing this solid state drive. So you saw I put it inside this metal case that I bought from AliExpress. I have a video here in the channel about this case and other cases that I bought from AliExpress, really cheap. So they are a good solution to have an external solid state drive. Okay, so first thing, you need to download Batocera for PC. Okay, Batocera can be used in a lot of different devices, but for this tutorial I will be doing it for PC. Okay, it's more or less the same if you want to do it on a Raspberry Pi. So first we need to download the image from Batocera, and we also need Balena Etcher. So go ahead and download Balena Etcher. I already downloaded, okay, and installed it. So I'm just waiting for the Batocera to finish download, and then we will start burning the image to the USB, and I will be also burning it to the solid state drive. Okay, so we finished download. You don't need to unzip anything, just select on the plus button, you select the image. On the middle you select your flash drive, okay, and the process will start. So I will put the video, cut it here and faster in order for the whole video to be shorter. Okay, so it takes a while to burn, and then Balena Etcher will check if the burning was alright or not. Okay, now it's validating. So, and this will install Batocera on your flash drive. So we are almost ready. Okay, so now he's asking me if I want to flash another, and yes, because I will remove now the USB stick, the flash drive, and I will do the same on the solid state drive. Okay, just to show you the difference. So the process is more or less the same. The only difference is that Balena Etcher will give us a warning, because this is a large capacity device. So the flash drive I'm using for this was 32 gigabytes, and now selecting again the same image, Batocera, and then I will select my external solid state drive. So make sure you know exactly which disk you are using, otherwise you will wipe other disk from your computer. You see, I have 6 internal disks, so if I make a mistake I will be deleting my other installations, and I don't want. So I was making sure that this is in fact my external solid state drive. Okay, and you can see that is really fast. Okay, comparing with the flash drive, it records much quicker. Okay, so this is why I recommend you use solid state drives on your computer, because when comparing to mechanical drives, they are 10 to 12 times faster. Okay, so now I'm booting the computer again. Press F12 because this is a gigabyte motherboard, and I'm selecting my boot device. That will be my solid state drive, because we already burned the image of Batocera, so we are ready to boot for the first time. Okay, so I will select my solid state drive, and now if everything went okay, it will boot for the first time. Okay, so your computer is now a retro gaming machine. Okay, so yeah, so this is the main menu. So if you go left or right, you will see the emulators, okay, and the games will be inside. Okay, but I will teach you how you put the ROMs or the games inside the folders, because right now they are almost all those emulators are empty. Okay, so this comes preloaded with like more or less 5 games. Okay, but in order to put it to work, we have to do something else. Okay, so if you press left or right on your remote, if your remote starts working immediately, you will have the main menu. Okay, and we are able to change a lot of things inside, but the most important ones, so you will want to connect to Wi-Fi if your computer is not connected by Ethernet, and otherwise you cannot download the pictures for your games. Okay, you will have only gray boxes without the picture, so it will be difficult to identify your games. Okay, so you have also the host name, so this machine will be named Batocera across your network. Okay, so in order to enable Wi-Fi, you go to this menu and you select your SSID, put your password, and should be ready. Okay, so I'm passing through all the options, so you can change a lot of things, but in order to download the picture for the games, for the ROMs, you will need to come to this website, register. Okay, because we will need the username, so I already done it. I have a username and I have a password, so it's the same username and password that you will use here. So you see I already logged in, and now I'm ready to start scraping. So they call it scrape when we download the images and the videos for the games. Okay, so if I do scrape now, it will start scraping for the games I have already on the machine. You see on the top right corner below the letters that says Caboratech, it's downloading already the images for the games that comes with Batocera, and we have these ones. So you see we have just a few that will run. Okay, they are ready to run, they are good, but we need to do something more in order to make it work 100%. Okay, so you will need to configure your remote. Okay, so when you go there, you just need to select all the buttons, and so you press the buttons according to the order on the left, and then if you reach one that you cannot select, you just press any button for a while and it will pass for the second option. Okay, so this is how you configure your remote. But for me, the best remote so far, it's the PlayStation 3 remote. Okay, this one, it works, but for me the best one will be the PlayStation 3 remote. Okay, so this is where you configure your remote, and you see it's working, and now we can move the menus with remote, so it's working. Okay, and you see the games here because I just recorded now just for the remote part already with the game. So just to say that this also comes with Kodi, so if you are a Kodi enthusiast, you can use it also for Kodi. And so just to show you, if I plug the SSD on a Windows machine, you will only see one of the partitions from the solid state drive, and the folder for the ROMs for the games is not showing. Okay, so you cannot take your Batocera flash drive or USB to another computer and just drag and drop games, because there is no folder for the games. We only have access to the boot partition. Okay, so there is a workaround in order to be able to put the ROMs inside Batocera. Okay, so as I told you, this is the controller that I'm currently using, and it works really well. Okay, so if you have one of these, it will work good. So you see the Pygun game didn't have the picture. Okay, so if I press select, it will open the quick access menu. Okay, where you can shut down your system. So every time you do something different on your Batocera and you want to leave, always shut down by the menu. Okay, otherwise Batocera will not save the activity and probably can corrupt some files. So always go out of Batocera by shutting down. Okay, so on the right side, if you click start, it will come a different menu where you have access to all the configuration of Batocera, where you can change customization of how you want to see the games showing, about the Wi-Fi, about the themes, the audio. We can change a lot of things. Okay, so if you don't like music playing while you are on the menu, you can take out the music or decrease the volume. There are a lot of options, but the most important ones for me is the scrape. Okay, to retrieve the images from the internet to the games. And if you are not connected by cable, you should enable Wi-Fi, otherwise you cannot retrieve images from the web, and you cannot copy files from another computer, and also you cannot download new themes. Okay, so those are the first things you should do. Connect to Wi-Fi, go to a PC, go to the website, register, and then you will be able to scrape game covers and themes. Okay, so this is how you download themes. So it's like a store. You go and select the ones you like more, so, and just click and it will start downloading. You see on the top right corner, more or less, it's downloading, but be aware that this takes space. So if your flash drive doesn't have a lot of space, avoid downloading a lot of themes, because you will be wasting space for the games. Okay, so have that in mind. So now now that we downloaded themes, let's switch just for you to see how it works. So now this is another one, you see, with the game consoles, and there is a community of people that likes to build teams, so they are always launching new teams, and you can create your own team. Okay, so yeah, there is another way of putting themes. So you can download from the web, and then if you know the exact folder, you can put the theme there. Okay, and it will become available on your Batocera. Okay, so Also, you can change language. So if you don't know English and you want to change it to Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, German, whatever, you can do it. So Batocera is not only for English, and you can change that. Also, there is an option to check how much space you are using on your solid state drive or flash drive, because it's important to know how many games more you can put inside. Okay, so that's really important. Okay, so this is more or less about what you can see on the menus, but now I want to show you something else. So remember, I've installed this on a 128 gigabytes solid state drive. So this is just to say, if you don't want to use the total space of your solid state drive, so imagine I just have this external solid state drive and I would like to use it also to carry my music and my photos and my videos and my files. So I will create here a partition. So I will decrease the size of the Batocera partition, and then I will, with the space that is now available, I will create a new partition and I will give it a name, and I will format in FAT. Okay, so now I will continue to have Batocera, but I will be able to use this solid state drive to put my files inside. Okay, so this is not about Batocera, but could be really useful for some people. Okay, so you see here this is Linux, by the way. So, and we cannot see the other partition with the games. So that's what I will be doing next. I will show you how you can copy the games and the remaining files that we need for Batocera to work. Okay, so we will also need the BIOS files. Okay, regarding the games, I cannot tell you where to get the games. I can tell you that Google is your friend. So if you Google, you will find it. It's really easy. And just to say that each game has to go inside the folder for the correspondent console. So okay, so on the left I have Batocera on one computer, just to show you. So running from the solid state drive. Okay, and if I press F1, so you need a keyboard to do this. Okay, so you see there F1. If we press F1, there will open a file explorer. Okay, and you can also use your mouse, so you will see all the folders inside, and inside there is one that says ROMs. So each folder here, it's a console, it's a kind of console. And you see here I already have 2 games inside, so I copied these from my Windows machine, and I will show in the video later on how I did it. But now I can copy just to show you. So we can create folders like we were on an ordinary computer. We can create folders and move and copy and delete files. So this is really good. So imagine that you have in your Windows installation a folder loaded with ROMs. You can go there and just copy here to Batocera. Okay, so this is a file explorer that works really well, and that's how you do it. You go and you do copy and paste to the good folder. Okay, so you see here and we have another folder called BIOS. So this is what you need to also search in Google for Batocera BIOS, otherwise your games will not run. Okay, so in order to play Mega Drive you will need the BIOS. To play Nintendo 64 you will need the BIOS. In order to play Neo Geo you will need the BIOS, etc, etc. Xbox 360, PlayStation, you will need the BIOS. Okay, so that is really important. So, and every time you put games you will need to go to the menu and make update game list. Okay, and you see I have these two games here that I told you that I copied from my Windows machine. I will show you how I did it. And now I'm scraping for the pictures, okay, for the game cover, and it's downloading because we registered, and now we have our Batocera connected to the internet and we can download. I'm scraping. Okay, so how did I do this? So select the game you want to play and press on your keyboard as you want it to play, but don't just press one time, just press and keep your finger on the button and that menu will appear. Okay, and you will be able to select scrape, and then the image will show and you will select download, and that's it. Okay, but this is not the best way, because imagine you have 1000 games, you will not do one by one. Okay, so you go on the main menu, you go for the scrape option and you will order Batocera to scrape all, and the system will start searching for images on the website you registered and will start downloading all the pictures for your game ROMs. Okay, so it's really easy. Okay, so let me just now change the theme for you to see. Okay, so here's another one, and these are the games we just copied out. I will open one just for you to see that is working. Okay, and because I will not show games here, because this is supposed for you to know how to set up Batocera, because probably if you just burn the image and put it in your computer, you will only see those 5 or 6 games that comes within, and you don't know how to put games inside or ROMs. So, and also the BIOS, because if you put some games it will not run because the BIOS files are not there. Okay, so it's really important for you to understand how you can put games inside the correspondent folder and the BIOS files, and then yes, you are able to play and have fun with your retro gaming machine. Okay, and the good thing is that you can take from one computer to another one, because even if you install in one, it will run on another one. Okay, and depending on your GPU you will be able to run PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 games. Okay, so yeah, depending on your GPU. Okay, so because Batocera is able to play 360 games and PlayStation 3 games. Okay, so let me show you something else. Don't forget, if you are learning something from this video, to give me a thumbs up. Okay, if you have questions, so leave in the comments below. I will try to answer to everybody. And yeah, regarding the scraping, when you are downloading, so you see there is an option to download only for a specific console, and also to only download for the ones we don't have. Otherwise the system would be continuously downloading images. Okay, so it's important to have that option only for the ones we don't have picture, and that's it. Okay, so now if you want to copy games from one computer to another one, just let me show you first if we have space. So you see here you can change the language of your Batocera, also the time zone, and will give you information regarding your disk space. You see user disk space, and remember I have only 80 gigabytes because I made that partition. Okay, and here information about the CPU and the GPU. Okay, so yeah, and if somehow you don't get any sound when trying, you have to go to the sound settings and change the HDMI. Sometimes has three options to select from. Okay, and sometimes we are in one that is not giving any output sound, so you need to change from one to another until you get it working. Okay, so yeah, but we are almost ready. So next step, I will be showing you how to copy the games from another computer. Okay, and I will also copy games. So this is the option for the audio that I told you. There is several options to select from if you don't get any audio, but it's really easy. Okay, should work every time. Okay, I was saying that I will be copying games from another installation of Batocera that I have. So this one, so I have a 64 gigabyte Batocera installation, and so I pressed F1, and now I'm running from the solid state drive. Okay, but I plugged in my Batocera flash drive, so I will be able to copy games from my flash drive installation to my solid state drive. Okay, but here, so you see inside each folder, so this is Amiga, I had a lot of games inside, so all these folders are loaded with the games. Okay, with ROMs. So we need to copy these over. We need to copy over the other share, which is the solid state drive, and I should copy here on top of this one, but I made a mistake and I copied inside. So, and this was good, because if you do a mistake and copy the wrong ROM to the wrong folder, the games will never show on the menu. Okay, you will not be able to run the games. Okay, so yeah, so I only checked that I made this mistake when I was editing the video. Okay, so right now I'm on the computer on the right, and you see this is the BIOS that I told you need to Google, and this is almost 2 gigabytes. And so now we need to copy this to Batocera. So go to your network drive, you should find Batocera there, and also the share and ROMs. This is where you put the games. Okay, and so we need to find the BIOS here. So this is the BIOS, and you see it's much less than the file I have to copy here, and so we should copy the BIOS, the saves, and the system. And I shouldn't copy the ROMs, but there are some games inside, so I'm also copying the ROMs folder. So if there is a file with the same name inside, it will give me a warning, okay, asking if I should replace or skip, okay. And now if I want to copy games, and this was how I did copy those two games, so it's just copy paste inside, and inside each game folder there is a text file saying which file extension it's supported, okay. So for you don't make a mistake putting Nintendo 64 ROMs inside the PlayStation folder, okay. So each game has to be inside the good folder, okay. And you see so right now I'm copying from the flash drive to the solid state drive, okay. And on my computer on the right, I'm copying from the computer through the network to the computer on the left, okay. So, and imagine if you don't like any game on your Batocera, you can come inside the folder and delete, okay. But you are also able to delete with the remote control when selecting the game. If you press for a while with the same button you activate to play, if you press for a while, should be an option to delete, okay. And this is how you copy your ROMs, copy your BIOS files, configure your network, configure the scraping, configure your remote, and download some themes. So then we update the game list after the games are copied. And remember, because I did that mistake copying the games for the wrong folder, I have a lot of games here, but all of these were the ones that I copied from the computer on the right. So the ones I copied through the network, okay, because the ones I copied to the wrong folder are not showing here, okay. And also you can change the way you see the game, so you can put like drive or list. So there are a lot of options for you to customize, okay. So yeah, that's it. Our Batocera is fully loaded. So now you just need to curate your game list, so, and put some of your games on the faves list, and then enjoy time with your friends, with your family, with your kids. And yeah, that's it, okay. So don't forget, if this video was helpful, to give a thumbs up, because it really motivates me to create more content like this. And yeah, I'm about to make another video about retro gaming for the Raspberry Pi, but for tube TVs. Yes, for CRT TVs. I will be making a video for RetroPie and CRT TVs, okay. And yeah, it's really nice. I have it. I will produce a video for you. So, and if you are new to the channel, consider to subscribe. If you have questions regarding anything on Batocera, just put it on the comments below, and I will try to answer everybody. So right now I'm just showing some more themes you can download and customize your Batocera. And to finish, I will just show 2 or 3 games, just a little seconds. And yeah, Batocera is it's an amazing application. It's free, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button, and I catch you on a new one. Bye bye.